my goodness, a huge, massive, loud congratulations on the paper.
Thank you.
Laugh out loud funny.
Woo! Let's show them how it's done.
7 highly motivated, tenacious Buckeyes are out there hunting for news. You'd be a fool to bet against that.
Not again. I'm not agreeing to any of this.
It is such a treat to have you back on the show. It really is. So was it an immediate yes, or was it like, I gotta think about this and maybe poll the group chat? Money helps, yeah.
That helps. I'm friends with Greg Daniels. We have lunch, we go out, we have lunch. He's like, I have an idea for this show. Would you be even interested in revising your character? And I said, well, who else is involved? Are you? Is this your idea? He's like, I'm involved. I'm like, well, someone be helping you write? Is this just you are going to be writing? He said, me and Michael Coleman. And I'm like, and he's like, that's it. And I'm like, huh. I call my manager. I'm like, Greg Daniels and Michael Coleman, do you think they can pull it off? I had my doubts. I didn't know. I was concerned.
Yeah,
He's kidding.
Naturally.
He's joking.
And then I set aside all that and I jumped in and I said, here we go.
All right. Do you want to join?
Oh, by the way, it was a secret.
No,
it was a secret for a long time that he was part of the show.
Yeah, but
like people would
Secret even to you?
Oh
as
no,
the
we
cast?
knew, we
Okay.
knew, but we
couldn't let
were
it
like
out.
his name wasn't in scripts. It was so funny too because a friend of mine who was shooting a different show down the lot came over and Oscar walked out of the soundstage and they're like. And I was like, he's visiting set. How crazy that he's visiting set. Like,
it was hard to keep. I'm like, Greg, it's not gonna happen. He's like, we'll do it as long as we can.
and then it
was
got
hard,
leaked.
but-
Welcome, volunteers, to your first staff meeting as reporters for the Toledo Truth Teller. How many of you have actually written for a paper before?
I wrote a paper in junior high.
Not quite the same thing.
I've tweeted.
You've tweeted?
I'm in a group text.
This is terrific.
It's a new show, new characters, new premise, new town. The real big connective tissue to us is that it's the same crew. Like the guys who went to Scranton and found that story are looking for another story.
I think the more you kind of separate it as its own entity and really kind of like start with a clean slate of like, this is our office and this is what we're doing. Like, there's that show, I couldn't even begin to think of being in the same, world as them and the fact that we are, but it's too iconic. Everyone in it is so iconic. So I hope that people watch it and think of it as its own new kind of entity and world.
While you're waiting like a factory line.
My name is Ned Sampson. I am your new editor-in-chief.
Have you read this paper?
Uh-huh.
How do you think it compares to any other paper?
It sucks. But we are going to make it better.
The idea of it is scary. The reality of it is different because Greg and Michael wrote this amazing script that set them all up on their own immediately. And once you see the new world, I think it's easier to forget the old one. For me, but we'll wait and see. People will have their own experience.
I hope it's not too disruptive to have me come in and sort of shake everything up.
Oh, no, don't be so self-defecating.
They are in Toledo now, and they find the story of a Midwestern newspaper that doesn't have any reporters, that just sells ads and runs wire stories, until a guy who works for the same conglomerate in a different capacity is offered any job he wants in the conglomerate, and he picks being the new editor of this old newspaper. And he comes in and he's super idealistic about journalism, and he decides he's going to revitalize this paper, but they won't let him hire any reporters. So he has to go to the office staff, the accountants and the ad salespeople and the truck drivers, and make them into journalists.
Here is one of my articles I'm particularly proud of. I'm scrolling, and I'm learning a lot.
I think news is like a very relevant topic right now.
Oh, yes.
Especially local news and, just the idea of like telling the truth versus misinformation for clicks and, viewerships and stuff like that.
So true.
Yeah, so I think it gives the audience like a good motivation or like an inspiration to feel hopeful about that world.
We're at a place where technology and just access is further than it has ever been before. And I think we lose a sense of humanity in a sense. Like, I don't think we're designed to have access to millions of people at one time.
At one
get
click.
and get the opinions of a million people when everybody's a journalist. All you need is bold font in a picture and people believe it. And I feel like we're losing a sense of like community with the people that matter most. And I think local newspaper captured, you know, what community was, what local community was, where you could see your neighbor in the paper for something that's, you know, admirable, but it's not world news, you know what I mean?
We could play a little game to train our instincts. The game is called Two Truths and a Lie. It's fun.
The drinking game, right?
Oh, I would actually prefer not to drink at work, if that's okay.
We're not gonna drink. No one's drinking.
I think fans of The Office will like enjoy the show. It's wonderful to have Oscar back. I don't think it's got the most in common with The Office.
Tell me.
I think it's got more in common.
I don't either.
I think it's got more in common with like Parks and Rec.
Okay.
Or King of the Hill.
I agree.
So if you're gonna pick shows from the Greg Daniels cinematic universe, I think it's got a lot to do with like, I think the energy of like Ned Sampson's a lot more like Leslie Knope.
The chance to build a whole new park from scratch. This could be my Hoover Dam.
Or a lot more like.
It's a more hopeful show.
Yeah, it's more optimistic.
Yeah.
Its roots are less in the sort of like, in the sort of cynicism of the like. That's why it's not like necessarily a spin-off, or
I
it's
agree.
like.
It's just in the universe, but oh, that's interesting. So he's less Michael Scott, a little more Leslie
I
Knope.
think he's more Leslie Knope, but I mean that's coming from like a fan. Like I haven't like cleared this with anyone, but like I mean I'm a fan of The Office. I think The Office is wonderful. I think this is more like I think this is I think the small town paper of it makes it a horse of a different color that's a little more community focused. So that's why the Parks and Rec thing.
He can see everything that we're doing.
We're enjoying this meeting. Everyone's sort of nodding a little bit.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I am actively agreeing with you. Now, you act like you came up with another good idea. Put up your hand. Put up your hand. Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. That is a great idea.
Part of the reason we liked the idea of the same crew telling this story is that they would be looking for a new angle and they'd want to tell a new story and they wouldn't want to repeat themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really exciting for fans that Oscar Nuñez is
Yes,
back.
yes, he's the connective tissue that makes it a spinoff. I think that if you love the Office, the feel of The Office is in this show, and I don't think you want to see the old cast, only half the cast come back, and I don't think you want to see new actors in the roles that you know. Like I don't want to see a new Dwight.
No,
Rainn Wilson is Dwight.
irreplaceable,
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. That you can't recreate that.
Don't you guys have enough after 9 years?
I will make this unusable. Use that.